Well, I had a think. I had a thought. I thought a bit. And I have decided to start actually digging, you know, minerals, ores, stuff that actually is useful. So now I'm building this thing here. And I'm going to start digging deposits because it's much cheaper to build this than to make a large operational stone scooper. But that stone scooper wouldn't even allow me to access more complex ores and stuff, so it's not that much purpose in it. Expensive for no reason. So I think we should just start with a small miner and then expand it with more thrusters and storage as we go. And have a static base to refine it for now, until we can make it mobile. But yeah, stone mining just... it's like 10-20 times less efficient than mining deposits, and you can't get more complex stuff. Also, I disabled spawn with tools in the settings because I kept dying and I... just annoying to throw them all into the assembler, to scrap them so they don't lie on the ground. Just waste of time. Anyway, let's see. We want to have a connector here and on the base. How are we doing, by the way? It's charging. Now it's getting depleted. I removed the food processor and algae thingy because algae thingy stopped working because the sun is going down. Let's see, our detector. Oh, it's actually maximum range by default now. I remember before our detectors were not on the maximum range. Okay, can I flip around? Can I flip around maybe? We'll have to do some control override, I think. If I position my gyroscope like that, I think the pitch will actually roll us right now. Yeah, if you enable an override on the gyroscope, it produces a lot more torque than if you did it manually. So it's very useful for flipping around. Right. On the powers that we have in the battery right now, we can already do some basic mining. I remember there was some nickel over there. The deposits are a lot more wide than they are tall, so it makes sense to go from the side and then just horizontally mine them instead of vertically going down, because then you would need to go up and down all the time. So it's much easier to just make a shaft one time. We need to stay really flat because we don't have much side thrust on this thingy. And also there's no filter right now, so we'll have to get to the actual deposit and make sure we mine only nickel so we don't get filled up with stone. Let's slightly increase the hole around us because I'm not sure how big it is, just in case, so we can maneuver. This really becomes quite a bit more fun. Oh, I think our landing gear is on auto lock. Yes, it is. To disable that. Right, we have 5 small, or whatever these thrusters are. They're not small anymore, like medium small thrusters. So we can probably lift like 20 kilos safely. I mean, we can hover with like 50, not kilos, tons, but like 20, 25. But honestly, this will be enough nickel for a long time. Yeah, see, we're... Damn it. Flipped over. The landing gear is not a very... not in a very convenient position, I have to say. There we go. Flip around. The exit is there. And I have to come back before I die as well. And before the battery runs out. Even to the simplest tasks like mining, there's quite a bit of sophistication. With how easy you can just smash your zinc apart into a rock wall. You also have to be careful to not overspeed. Yeah, I also did some manual hand mining from the cobalt deposit outside our base. Very convenient location for it. So, yeah, we have like more nickel than we need from just that one tiny trip. So this is much more effective. It looks so funny. I have to polish and release this thing, because the miners I have built are like medium-sized. I don't have a truly small tiny miner on the workshop. The starter of starters. Also, we can remove the drill from this thing now. I have not yet built a connector to recharge this thing, but I just slapped another battery on the end of it. Yep, works for now. But I also cranked up the view distance to the maximum, 50 kilometers, because there's not that many asteroids. So it shouldn't lag at all. And now I can see some asteroids just from down here. So that's very cool. Yep. And it's getting dark, by the way. So that's also very cool. I died a bit from the base, forgot to check my food level when leaving. Luckily I managed to land, so it's fine. Now I need to walk 400 meters. Yippee! Also I added some lights to the base. And yeah, we are in the night now. I should disable the compass mod since it doesn't really help me. And even if it did help, we are trying to make things as hard as possible here. Also, I did build the food planting thingy and it doesn't seem to work on its own, so you do need seeds for it, probably. And I don't know, there doesn't seem to be any plant life around here. There's plant death, but no plant life. Maybe we could find some in the unknown signals. Also, I managed to dock this thing to the base and recharge it a bit. We do need more refineries and more power on the base now. I think I should install a remote control unit on this ship, so I can control it around without me being in it. Would be useful. Could also then use it as a platform to build from, since we won't get a proper welding ship for a tiny bit of time. Unless I manage to strap a welder to this one somehow. There we go. Docked. Alright, we got some stuff in our inventory. Let's do some building with Control G. I think you can move stuff further away from you while in the cockpit. It's convenient. Let's see. I wonder how far away does this thing? I forgot Stemen's Swedish layout. Damn it. What was I pressing again? There. Build info. Very useful mod. I don't remember if it's to the side of the turbine or to the center of it. We can just to be safe. Oh, we can't really look down in this thing. Well, I will expand the tower. And then bring some stuff up and weld it by hand while standing on the ship. I think I can position myself even without the remote controller. Let's see, just careful. There we go, and exit. And now we can weld. Yes. I ended up having 10 blocks of space between them. I think it's not needed, like 9 should be enough, but 10 for now. It will be definitely enough. I think we should upgrade to a more advanced assembler, because it's not that expensive compared to a big refinery, which is like 10 times as expensive in terms of iron plates. Oh yeah, I should switch to the... Instead of the poop texture, I should switch to the riveted texture. The battered. What is it called again? It is called battered. Okay. Rusty. I added a spotlight at the bottom. It lights up the entire tower. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Just need to expand the power grid first. Before doing any upgrades. We have a car container here, so we could attach stuff directly to it. Alright, so honestly I might just start strategically respawning before heading out on a trip. I haven't seen any spiders around. We could attach a survival kit to our miner directly, but we only have one of them. And we haven't found any silver yet, so... I want to have my only survival kit be in a safe place. Right, where's our big hole? Down into the iron deposit. There it is. Each time I go down, I expand it. By the way, you can see the base being lit up over there. Pretty cool. Oops. Almost smashed into the ground. Heading to the unknown signal. I want to stop by this tree. Maybe there's some fruits on it or something. I don't know. I have no idea how that works. We have any fruits? You got any fruits on you? Doesn't seem to be that way. Bush? Yeah, nothing on it either. Yeah, I don't know. There's no seeds. Anyway, let's continue to that unknown signal. I need to slowly stay low to the ground so I can see the terrain. And just slowly get over there. Very fun stuff. I mean, I can kinda see some stuff against the stars in the background, and I could just ascend very high where there's definitely no mountains. Fly over there. That would work. Overshot a bit. Nothing useful in here, just a better grinder and silicon wafer. Oh, I'm also about to die. But luckily we have an antenna. So I can land it and then I can probably fly it back with an antenna. Through remote control. Yeah, let's deposit our stuff at the cockpit quickly. There we go, landed. I should have sent like a GPS, maybe just in case. Okay, let's hope the antenna works. Yes, it does. Okay, and we have an antenna here. Let's send the broadcast radius to be higher. Shift K, control. Camera, view. I have to set up all this stuff again. Switch lock. There we go. Look at this. It's very good that we installed remote control on this. And now we'll just have to fly all the way back. Okay, we'll just position ourselves so we can definitely see that the sky is clear and there's no mountains for us to crash into. It said that you can't look around with the camera. It's just statically fixed. At least we have a downwards camera, so it's useful. Can I see it? Where is it sync? Oh, it's behind me somewhere. Okay, let's just keep flying. Alright, there we are. I finished the 4 other wind turbines as well. Now we have 7 wind turbines in total. It's not much, but it's more than we had, that's for sure. Nice. We'll just keep visiting. We'll just keep visiting stuff and things. And hopefully find some way to plant food. Actually, we really could just send a bunch of drones out. Let's check the battery status here. 5 hours. Let's move the survival kit over to the base. I think that's a good idea. Right, we'll also position a welder right next to the respawn thingy. So in case there's some damage to it from, I don't know, lighting or whatever, it's more likely to get welded up. Of course, the medical components, we don't have any of them, but there's some steel plates on top of them to serve as armor, so just another layer of insurance. And we'll build some basic blocks above it as well. I think that would be a good idea. Just in case, just in case. Oh, it's going to get welded up fully, isn't it? Yeah, whatever. Yeah. Good enough. Now, this rover we can just fully disassemble, but we'll keep it. It's useful to have multiple options just in case. I wonder what's draining the battery here. It doesn't have that much power anyway, so everything is draining a little bit. It is funny how during sandstorms you can see the terrain around you much better. By the way, I'm playing on like pretty much lowest graphics, and it all looks quite nice. You really don't need graphics in the games, you need art style. More demanding graphics are just a ploy by graphics card companies to sell you more expensive graphics cards. On my way out of the metal iron deposit, I drilled out a nice tunnel facing towards the base. Looks very weird, very trippy. Oh, the turbines are spinning really fast. I think the power generation is going to be crazy right now. I need to take a look at it. Pretty cool that the weather does impact that as well. Let's see. Yeah, look at this. Almost 800 kilowatts per turbine. It's like twice the normal. Crazy. We should add another battery to our base. And we should add more wind turbines, honestly. Look at how bright it is. It's really weird. How the center storm just has ambient light coming from it. Okay, let's go take a look at that unknown signal. I just have to unload the stuff and then respawn first. Need to get an air vent on my ship because during sandstorms the air content drops. I don't want to start suffocating, but look at this. Just automatically builds the assembler. Very nice. Anyway, for that we need to first unlock the air vent, just switch to generator quickly. And then we'll unlock that. Alright. We'll build up some basic refineries like this. We are like halfway done to the big refinery. Just want to speed up the refining process meanwhile a little bit. The big assembler is done. I removed the small one. Oh, it's really bright. Just like real welding. With real welding, he would just go blind. There we go. Look at it. Okay, we need to get another batch of iron. I think. Let's see. Let's see. We could add another container, probably. To this thingy here. Though I wonder if we might need more thrust to carry that. Well, we'll add it and then we'll see how it works out. And we can just orient this thing towards the welder. Actually, it's easier if we... let's position ourselves. Oops. Control. There we go. Really fun that you can do this. I also added some thrusters at the back, just to help with the load. So funny. Can we reach the conveyors at the bottom there? Yes, we can. Now we wait. Wait, why are we waiting? We could be mining. I'm stupid. I have stuff to do. I can just keep mining stuff. Okay, no, I think the meteors don't leave tiny bits of ore anymore, because some of them just fell right here and it's just a tiny hole. Guess they changed them. Because before it was just big hole with some ores at the bottom of it. They changed it to probably not destroy the terrain as much. I have to say, not a single meteor hit the base yet, so... by the time where they will be a problem to our base, we will have turrets anyway. How are we doing? We need more iron. More iron. More. And we are cooking. Alright, it's time to shut down all the other refineries because they are less efficient than the big one. Like, look at the stats here. Small one, 65 speed, 70% efficiency. Big one, 130% speed, twice speed, 100% efficiency. And we can also slap some yield modules, but we don't have gold yet, so for now we just slap speed modules. So one of these is already like twice as fast at processing cores, and then you get like 30... What's the percentage when you jump from 70 to 200%? It's not a 30%, it's like... it's close to like 50% increase comparatively. So you almost get like 3 times the speed of a single basic refinery on the output. And then with modules you can just... each module 100% additional, so it's like... one of these upgraded is like 15. A little bit less than that, but 15 basic refineries. And the upgrade modules, they will... it's power hungry, but... it... yeah, like, look at this. Much cheaper than building another. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, in fact, actually. Don't need as much iron plates because we can just repurpose the ones from these refineries. Same could be said about a lot of stuff, like pretty much most other components. Okay, I do have to turn off the welder for now, so I can disassemble. I remember when we had 3 kilograms per second of production, now we have like a lot. Like 70. Anyway, it's upgraded. Yeah, that's a lot of stuff. It's a lot of stuff, it's refining. We are no longer limited by refining. So now we are limited not by assembling. We are just limited by design. Now I need to design a new ship. Or mainly welding. And a bigger miner as well. Oh, I accidentally stepped into the welder. Somehow my health is at exactly 0. I haven't seen that happen before. Okay, here I am, just laying out the welder ship. But now I think if I'm using like these large thrusters and stuff and large containers and it's all very big, might as well just make it out of large grid blocks. Like for the same performance, they do take up more space, but it is way more modifiable that way. Just meteors falling all over the place. So I think we'll keep this framework just for the fun of it. And let's start on working on a large variant instead. By the way, fun fact, the landing gears, even if they are unwelded, they will lock to the ground. So you can start with the welding, with the landing gear. Just plonk it down on the ground and attach stuff to it. Okay, we are making just a general flying platform. General purpose flying platform. We'll attach like the welding stuff on the back, the drills on the front. But well, there's not really going to be a back and a front, it's going to be like a locomotive. It's just cockpits on both sides. Anyway, I guess we'll move this over to the welder with the ships that we already have. And let it weld. Oof. Scary stuff. By the way, I still haven't reloaded a save a single time, so I want to keep it that way. I have to deal with the consequences of my actions. Let's respawn, so we don't run out of food. Eventually it will become day, and then we can spam algae farms. And we can just produce an insane amount of food at that point to deal with the night. I think I want to stay planet side for a long time, yes. Because why not? Going to space is going to make everything a lot easier. Where do we lock to? Yeah, ready to. There we go. Okay, we are too weak for this. This thing weighs a lot more than I expected. Yes, the drills themselves. Oh no. Electric storm. What did it hit on my base? Did it hit something? We should make a decoy or something. I think that helps against lightning. Electric storm, yeah. Okay, let's see. Decoy. Oh, what did it hit? We should have done that a lot earlier. It's going to keep hitting everything. It's going to be very annoying. One of our wind turbines seems to have detached. Ugh. Okay, let's try to make a decoy. Let's see. It just got hit by lightning. It's really funny. Alright, we can build it nearby an existing welder. Yeah, I think decoys attract lightning, if I'm not mistaken. Unless there's a specific light in crowd block. It's antennas and decoys. We can't build it yet, can we? Of course we can't. We have to make some basic... Wait, again, really? The electric storms just... 3 times. My god. Can I get my stuff at least? Please. Okay. Let's quickly make a turret, and then we can make a decoy. There we go. It got... The decoy was built and it just got hit by lightning. So that seems to be working. Oh, my oxygen levels. Let's hop into the rover. Oh, and we are getting radiated for some reason. Is it from the storm? Look at the turbine spin. Okay, we should have done this earlier, but the decoy seems to be... seems to be stopping a lot of strikes. That would have been destroying my base. So that's good. So far we seem to have just lost one wind turbine. Nothing else important. Anything damaged on this framework here? No, it all seems to be fine. There's some scrap there. What did get? No, what is getting hit? The decoy. What got hit there? Oh, was it the antenna? I think it was the antenna, yeah. Because of course it was. I'm getting radiated. Yeah, yes, everything is just radioactive in the storms. It seems to be going away. So we might need to add a few more thrusters. Did I see some smoke from somewhere? Maybe one of the thrusters got hit as well. Oh yeah, I guess that's another fun fact. Even unwelded blocks still have their full weight. So that's why. Yep. That's why we couldn't lift it, even though it's just a frame. But I added one more big thruster to the side. And now we can lift it. If it works, it works. Yeah, I might still need to do some hand welding here. Careful, careful, careful. I can use the keyboard to rotate it. Stay level. It won't stay level, will it? I guess we'll need to make a lot more components. Oh, Oop. Scary stuff. More steel tubes. At least for now. We'll have to do like a lot more mining trips. Oh, we are progressing somewhere. There's definitely a better way to do this. But this is good enough. I did another trip. Also added some containers on top. So why not? Since I have that big thruster. Also amazing parking job. Anyway, the gyroscope. Large grid gyroscopes are really heavy. They need 500 steel plates just to operate. With 100 more on top as armor. Bit crazy. We honestly might need to add 2 more of these small thrusters back here to properly fly this grid. But then we can just keep expanding it after it gets operational. Again, our limitation is how many resources we can mine at this point. What's our power situation, by the way? 3. We are losing power. That's not good. Oh, the wind turbines are not doing anything. Why is that? Why is there no wind at all? Well, hopefully they speed up sometime soon. There, the weather, low winds, specifically just the weather to screw you over. Just low wind, that's it. Well, I guess we wait. Out of nickel, some mining nickel. Yeah, that's all there is to it. Then I will have to take more trips for iron, and then eventually that thing will be built. And we can make bigger trips. Resources. Well, we have some basic liftoff. It can maneuver on its own. I have the gyroscope set to 10% sensitivity and it still just rotates so fast. Is there smoke? Or what? He could busted the welder. Really funny. These things are pulling construction components. Yeah. Okay, it's not as bad as I thought in terms of resource requirements. Looks really funny. John Goose. This is how I get into the cockpit, by the way. Oops. I need to make a better way to this. Isn't there like ladders with the top? Yeah, ladder shafts. Stuff.